Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 112th of mathematics. In today's lecture, we are going to solve question number 12. Let us first understand question number 12. An open rectangular tank of length 18 centimeter and breadth 16 centimeters contains a water to be a depth of 13 centimeter. As you can see, the figure is not given in the book, but I drew it for your convenience. The water is poured into the cylindrical container of diameter 17 centimeter. Dear learner, first we have to find the volume of water inside the tank, and then that water will be poured inside the cylinder. The volume will not change. If whatever volume we are finding in the cylinder, that will remain intact in the cylinder as well. If we are finding the volume inside the tank, the volume of water will remain the same. So first we have to find the volume of water in the tank, and then we will use that volume in the cylinder in finding the height. The first part, the water is poured into a cylindrical container of diameter 17 centimeter. Find the volume of the water in the tank. So let us first find the volume of water in the tank. And you know the formula for the volume of water in the tank, and that is pi r square h. But for that we have to find the volume first. So that will be equal to 18 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 13. The length into breadth into height. So all the values are given here, and when we calculate it, we will get 3744 centimeter cube. Okay, we found that, and we have to utilize that concept inside the second part. The second part is saying the height of the water in the cylindrical container. We have to find the height of the water in the cylindrical container. Let us that to be h. So we are writing here, let the height of the water in the cylindrical container is h. Now, if it is h, then we have to find the volume of water inside the cylindrical container, and for that we have to find the base radius. So let us first find the base radius, and base radius is equal to 17 divide by 2, because 17 is given here, and when we divide it by 2 we will get 8.5 centimeter, and then we have to find volume. Now everything is ready. Volume is equal to pi r square h. So h is equal to volume which we found in the part 1, divide by pi r square. Putting the values 3744 divide by pi and 8.5 whole square, and when we calculate it we will get height is equal to 16.5 centimeter. So we are now being able to find the value of the height of the water inside the cylinder. Let us turn our focus to the third part, and that we have to find surface area of the cylindrical container that is in contact with the water. So that will be equal to pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Everything is there. So we have to simply put the values here. Pi into 8.5 whole square plus 2 pi into 8.5, and we also found the height, and that is to be very much exact 16.49. So we will get 72.25 pi plus 280.33 pi, and when we add these two we will get 352.58 pi, and when we insert the value inside it we will get 1110 centimeters square. So that is the whole story about question number 12. Now we are turning our focus to question number 13. A closed steel cylindrical container has a diameter of 186 millimeter. Diameter is given, so we have to find the base radius. Now here we are finding the base radius, dividing 186 divided by 2, and that will be equal to what? 93 millimeter. And they want us to give our answer in centimeter, so we have to divide it by 3 and we will get 9.3 centimeter. Now next is the height, and the question is saying that the height is 1/3 of its base radius. So 1/3 of 9.3 centimeter will be equal to 31 millimeter, and that this millimeter, and that will be equal to what? 3.1 centimeter. That is in millimeter, so we are writing millimeter here. And now we have to find, according to the first part of the question, find the total surface area of the container, giving your answer in square centimeter. Remember that we are having total surface area of the container, and that is, again, we know the formula, and that is equal to 2 pi r h. So 2 pi into 9.3 whole square plus 2 pi into 9.3 into 3.1. And when we put the values and simplify it, 172.98 pi plus 57.66 pi will be the values. Now if we are adding these two values, so it will be 64.230 0.64 pi, and after putting the value we will get 725 pi centimeter square, because it is the surface area, so surface area will always be in centimeter. Now the second part of question number 3 is saying express the area of the container that is painted as a fraction of the total surface area found in part number 1. So we are finding the surface area of an open cylinder, and that is only have one base, not because the upper portion is open. So there is only one base and a curved surface. So we will write here pi r square, not 2 pi, because there is only one, and that is the surface area. Because the cylinder is open, the cylinder is open, and it has only one base. So that is why we wrote, instead of 2 pi r square, it is pi r square. Simply we have to insert the values, and that is pi, and we are putting 9.3 whole square plus 2 pi r into 9.3, this is r. So 9.3 and 3.1, we will get 86.49 pi plus 57.66 pi. Adding both of them will give us 144.15 pi. Well, we have to find the fraction. The question is saying that express the area of the container that is painted as a fraction of the total surface area found in part number 1. So we are writing it is equal to 144.15 pi divided by 230 0.64 pi. Pi will be cancelled with the pi, and we will only be left with 5 and 8. So that is a fraction. We found that is a fraction. Now let us turn our focus to the advanced level questions, and we are going to finish it today. It will take some time, but let us finish this exercise. An open rectangular tank of length 32 centimeter. So we have to find first the base radius, and the base radius can be found by dividing 32 by 2, and we will get 11.5 millimeter, because we required the answer in centimeter. So we have to divide it by 10, and we will get 1.15 centimeter. Now here height is also to be found, and that is 4 millimeter given to us. In centimeter it will be 0.4. centimeter. Now volume of water, and that is equal to and metal disc in the tank is equal to 32 multiplied by 28 multiplied by 19. That is the volume of the water, and here we are having 2580 and pi into 1.15 square into 0.4, and that is it. Let us understand the question, then you will find the volume of H2O plus the metal surface disk. And it's an open rectangular tank of length 32 centimeter and breadth 28 centimeter contains water to a depth of 19 centimeter. 2580 circular metal disc of diameters 23 millimeter and height 4 millimeter are dropped into the tank. So in the first part they are asking find the new height of the water in the tank. So for that purpose, first we are having the volume of water, which is this first portion, plus the second portion is the metal disc in the tank, and that is this second portion. This is the second portion. So when we add both the volumes, then we will get the total volume of water. Now if we are calculating the first part, so 17,024 plus the second part 1364.82 pi, and that is volume, so we have to write centimeter cube. Let the new height is equal to h. So total volume in the tank will be equal to 32 into 28 into h, and that will be equal to 17,024 plus 1364.82 pi. Let me tell you that 896 h is given to us as well. So from here we have to find the value of h, that will be 17,024 plus 1364.82 pi whole divide by 896, and that will be equal to 23.8. So that will be equal to centimeter the height. The second part of this question is saying the surface area of the tank that is in contact with the water after the disc have been added. So now in the second part, surface area we have to find, and that is equal to 2 into 32 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 23.6 23.79, which is this one, and which is nearly equal to 23.8, and then we are having 28 multiplied by 23.79 plus 32 multiplied by 28, and when we calculate it, it will be 3750 centimeter square. So that is the surface area of the tank that is in contact with the water after the disc have been added. Next we are going to solve question number 15. A pipe of length 15 centimeter has an internal radius of 3.8 centimeter. The thickness of the pipe is 0.8 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the pipe. So let us find the total surface area of the pipe, and that will be equal to 2 into pi into 3.8 plus 0.8 whole square minus pi into 3.8 whole square, and then we have to add the second surface, the outer, and that will be equal to 2 pi 3.8 plus 0.8 into 15. All these values are given. So 2 pi into 3.8 into 1.5. And calculating these values, we will get 13.44 pi plus 138 pi and plus 114 pi. When we add these values and put the values of pi, so 265.44 pi, and after putting the value of pi, 834 centimeter square will be the answer. Now we are going to solve question number 16, which is the final question of this exercise. On 5th June 2011, 124 millimeter of rainfall was recorded over an area of 28 kilometer. So first of all, we have to convert 124 millimeter to centimeter, 12.4 centimeter, and then we have to convert it into meter. So finally we will get 0.124, and then 28 kilometer square. 28 kilometer square is equal to 28, and there will be 6 zeros if you convert this to meter square. So we have to multiply 28 by 1000 into 1000. So that will be 28 million meter square. Okay. If the rainwater falling onto the area was drained through 2 channels, each with a cross-sectional area of 18 meter square at a rate of 26.4 meter per second. Find the time to the nearest minute required for the channels to drain the water of the rain. So first of all, we have to find volume of rain, and for that we are having values, and that is 28 million and 0.124 is also given to us. So simply we will do what? We will calculate it, and we will get 3 billion 472 hundred 472,000. That will be the answer, and that will be n meter cube. Volume of each channel. Volume of each channel through water is drained. So volume of each channel for that 18 and 26.4 is given to us. That is the volume of water it will drain. So it will be equal to 475.2 meter cube. Now the question is, we have to find the time required for the channel to drain off the rain. So we have to multiply this value which we found here by this value, and that is 475.2 multiplied by 2, because there are two channels. So we are multiplying this by 2. We found the value of one channel, and here we are finding the time required for the two channel. So here if we calculate it, 3653 whole 59 over 297 second, and that is exactly equal to 61 minutes to the nearest minute we are taking. Okay, that's it for today's lecture. And tomorrow's lecture, that is very important. We will not learn a new formula, but we will only be dealing with the previous formulae, and that we will learn the volume and surface area of composite solids. That is very interesting and important as far as CIE exam is concerned. So be in contact with this channel. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.